Hey everyone, so I'm going to show you how to make a budget Halloween wreath for under $20. So this is the wreath that I made using all Dollar Tree products except for the wreath form, which was from Meyer, and I believe it was $5. I am making this wreath as a part of the Spooky Sparkles collab by Sparkle by Monica. I do a little shout out to Monica. She has been doing the Spooky Sparkles collab for, I would guess, about 5 years now. I've done it almost every year except last year I was moving during Halloween time, so I just really didn't have the time to do it. So I'm happy to participate again with Monica and all the other girls. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this deco mesh around my wreath form. Like I said, this is a 14-inch wreath. So I had this deco mesh from the dollar store, which isn't the best, but it will do. And I have my glue gun to fasten it in place to get it started. And I think actually I'm gonna cut maybe like a section because I don't want to have this whole roll to bring along with me to wrap through, if that makes sense. Right, so I'm just gonna start with this section first. Also, if you have those floral pins, you could try those too to pin it, but I don't have any of those. All right, I'm just gonna find a little part. This is a new glue gun. I just got this from Menards. It was like $5, so I hope that it works. So I'm just gonna smush that in there for a minute and try not to burn myself. Okay. I'm just gonna continue wrapping. This isn't, as you can see, this is pretty much see-through, so it's just kind of a base so you can't see as much of the wreath through. If you had a darker deco mesh, it would probably be helpful, or not a non-see-through. I'm just gonna wrap this. Just do that again. And then I'm just going to repeat this process until I cover the whole wreath. Okay, so I have loosely covered this with the deco mesh, so it kind of covers it, not completely, but that's okay. So the next step is I'm going to start gluing my ornaments on. Trying to figure out with these parts on the top, I don't think I can cut them off, so I might just have to leave them and try to hide them if I can. So I think I'm going to start doing, so I have these purple, black, white, and then I have the eyeballs and then the skulls, and I think that's all that I have. So I'm going to be rotating these different colors, and like a eyeball here. So I'm just going to get started with that. I'm just going to be gluing these on with glue gun. That's what I do. Okay, purple, here, I think. All right, that I'm gonna do plain white. All right, so I'm gonna add in an eyeball now. Off. And then this one. This is. I used to do craft videos mainly on my channel. I don't really do them anymore. Mostly just because they're time consuming and I don't really have time that often to do them. So it's nice to be able to do one for the first time in a while. Okay, so I'm just alternating, trying to keep the same pattern. I got this idea because I've seen people do similar wreaths, but with Christmas ornaments. So hopefully this will turn out okay. Okay, so I put on all of the ornaments that I have, and I don't have any more. I initially was trying to just kind of zigzag them on the top, but there was too many openings, so I added just a few more around. So anyway, I ran out of ornaments. I went to Dollar Tree to get more. They don't have any more. Of course, they're already on Christmas at this point. So I got a few more things I'm going to try to work in. I found these little balls. This decorative pick. And then some of these flowers that I can add in pieces. And then they have all these little stems and spiders you can add in as well. And then I think these are similar. Is that a bat? No, it's just a leaf. Yeah, okay. Then I got some of these different things to just kind of add in throughout to fill in the spaces. So yeah, I'm gonna try that. I think these are wire cutters that I'm gonna try to use for these because regular scissors will not work to cut these stems off. Get this off. Okay, so I'm going to try and add in some of these little bulbs. I think starting around here because it's kind of bothering me. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Like I feel like the eyeballs are just kind of sticking out oddly right here. My plan was there's multiple of these skulls. I was gonna do like 3 skulls together, but it just didn't look right. So I did that, but it's still not quite lining up right for me. I'm hoping I can maybe just take these and stick them through the deco mesh onto here so I don't have to glue it. Couldn't find my regular wire cutters. I think these are wire cutters, some sort of cutters. Okay. I'm just gonna start adding in a couple of these. I maybe want to use, let's see if this will go in. These stems, at least on this one, the stems are different than a lot of the other, oh shoot, that didn't work. So the stems on these are different than like these plastic stems. So I don't know, maybe it'll go in now since I don't want to break it. I am just having problems today. Oh, all right. I can say that I don't totally love these balls. Okay, so I have snipped off some of these pieces from off of these flower stems. These little pieces, the spiders. So I'm gonna start adding them in around the ornaments to fill in the gaps. I do feel like these feel different than the other Dollar Tree flowers I've used in the past. They don't feel as sturdy. And of course, you know, they're not as sturdy, but they're more expensive than they used to be. Just how everything is more expensive right now. It's already looking better with the fuller pieces. Some of these are flimsy and they might not stick, so I might have to glue some of these little pieces eventually. I'm gonna try to cover up as much of the wreath form as I can. I could try a little black piece in there. Put it, like it might be too long. Put it on top. Okay, so I feel like it's pretty well full. I do want to add in some of these, and these are not going to just stick in there, so I'm going to try and glue them just in a few little random places. I don't want to get glue on my wreath. Alright, so let's put a little glue on the end. I was going to kind of beat it in there. I hope it sticks. Okay, let's try right there. Okay, so here is the finished wreath. I just, like I said, I was adding in little flowers just to fill in the gaps and like the little pieces that I broke off from the flower stems. And a bunch of like the black leaves I just cut off and added those in just to fill in all the holes. Thanks again, Monica, for inviting me to this collab. I think I forgot to mention before, the requirement is just to have something crafty, and it has to have sparkles, which I feel like definitely is sparkly. All right, and I will put the names of all the other people who were in the collab here at the end of the video, and go and check out their channels and their videos as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please check out my links below. I hope you have a happy Halloween, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Take care.